On the screen. Miss Nancy, are you here? There she is. You brought me up before you, so
I know. Oh, well, you know, that's technology for me.
it's all right. How are you tonight?
I'm doing all right. Trying to work
Good.
on. I have a Dell computer that was an ex boyfriend's, and so I caught him cheating. And then when he said you could have the computer, he messed it up.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not a cheap computer. Well, that's been that was in 2017. So
Hmm.
can you go close your closet door, baby girl? And so it's been sitting and sitting and sitting. It's like, wait a minute, it's time to finally try to get this thing to work. Because my son tried to get it to work and everything. He got working right before we moved here, and then it just all of a sudden didn't want to do anything. And it
Hmm.
comes on and it tells you to, you click on like what language you want, and then to go to restore it, and then it just doesn't restore it. It says something missing or whatever. So, um, a channel that we all have become friends with. His name is Ralph. It's Web's Web, and he's a computer wizard. So he's been helping me with it. So I'm like, if I can get this thing up and going and everything, I can finally do my cookbook and all kinds of other stuff I can't do with this Chrome. And
Right.
Chromebook is they got the best that they could afford at the time. And I was thankful for the computer because all I wanted was for like emails and to do YouTube.
Hmm.
And that's exactly what it does.
Right.
So, and then I have to download files, put on a flash drive or something
Hmm.
other. Because if I don't, if it gets too full, it automatically deletes everything. And I was like, oh my goodness, not again. So I think it did itself again. I'm glad I already went and I put stuff on the
Hmm.
a flash drive. So yeah, I want some bigger power computer.
Hmm. I don't think I can type. I tried to go down here and I don't see any place that I can type. But you got crossover paranormal society. Hello. How are you?
Hi, Jonathan.
Yeah, I was going to say hi in the chat, but I don't have no option.
I know.
Old
See,
man Homestead.
yeah, when
Hello.
that happens, I don't have an option either on other people's when I pull up. Hi, Peter. There's Anastasia.
Hi,
Jonathan, we're
Anastasia.
praying for you and your wife. So,
Hello. How are you, old man King Homestead?
his name is Peter.
Oh, his name is Peter. Nice to meet you, Peter. I'm
Um,
Robin.
so, where's the TV remote? Baby girl. Turn it down just a little bit. So, um, and LB is Woman Outdoors, and
Okay.
she's in Pennsylvania. So, hi, darling. Anastasia. She is so sweet.
Hi, Nana Robin.
I was about to say behind Nana and Robin, but she put Nana Robin. It's so funny because it's like I know the times my fingers are start gonna get busy, and then everything starts, and I was like, okay, phone now. You know how it goes.
Hello, Devil Dog.
Hi, Mr. Eddie. Oh, alrighty. You can keep talking. I'm just trying to like tell people what's going on. Okay, so this week is mine. And next week it will be Robin's channel that will be live doing a Sunday night live. So something we're trying to see different. Because we normally do our Wednesday lives during the day, and we always wonder if we do something at nighttime, if it will do something different. So,
Mhm.
because that's what everybody says. Nighttime is kind of better because then the people who are just getting up or been up or in other countries, you'll get more going on. So this is a trial one. We're going to see what happens. So
Right.
it's Nancy Farm. That's Ashley. Rebecca Touched by Yarn. Hi, Rebecca. So there we go. And Miss Robin, she does homesteading. She has cooking. She has um, coupons and Walgreens and stuff. How you do that and everything. I'm still trying to learn how to do all that again. The coupon things because
So,
I can
hello,
do it.
everybody. I'm
Do
Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead. I don't meet everybody. I don't know everybody, so I figured I would say hello. I can't type over here, so I don't know why. I don't have that option. It's kind of
I, I
weird,
don't I don't know. I I can get going and it will be all right.
right?
So yes, we she got the nickname the boss on DJ's Cartoon Universe um last couple Tuesdays ago. Okay, Jonathan
Jonathan said
Sock,
something.
thank you so much. And then we're on DJ's Cartoon Universe Wild Tune and Sane Dog on Tuesday night. And we were doing something other and Devil Dog Eddie said, all right, the boss, what about the cartoon? What did you like about it? And that's how this has started.
Hmm.
Oh, it didn't start it? You want to come tell how it started?
So, this is how it happened. So, I was in DJ's Cartoon Universe. I got in there early, so nothing was live. And then I started saying hi in the chat. Nobody paid attention. So I said, you're all making the boss lonely. And then people started saying hi. And then I was the boss for the rest of the night.
She's adorable. Yes, Jonathan, I do have a YouTube channel. I'm Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead. We usually go live on Wednesday. We're trying to do something on Sunday night. So last week she was live on my show, and then I told her I would come and go live on hers.
Alrighty. Yeah. So that's how that started. I love how she says it.
She's so cute.
So
She's funny too.
yes, she
She's funny
is.
as a comedian. Last week, she's a riot on the show.
If anybody hasn't seen the live this morning, because that's our regular live, you can skip through it and get to the part where she's reading the book because she is just the energy and then all the expressions, and she gives every character, and the expressions and everything. I'm sitting there I'm just giggling because it's so cute.
I wish I could pin it, Jonathan. I don't have the option to type it on here. I don't know why. Because when Nancy comes over to my channel, she can comment below, but I don't know why I can't. So it's going to be, she would have to pin it.
Are you on your phone or on the
No, I'm on my laptop.
Your laptop?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
went to private, and then I went back to in private. I can, but when the comments are up, I can't. If I go to comments to see the comments, I can't. So
I
I
know.
don't know.
That's why I think everybody has the YouTube side and the StreamYard
Yeah,
side up.
yeah.
Because let's see if I can hit this in here.
Jonathan says I'm on my phone. I got my phone plugged in. We were at Braden's birthday party today.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. If you type home in the chat, it will drop your link. So I just put your link in there, and then Anastasia is going to show you how to do it.
Type home in the chat.
Yeah. Type home in the chat, and
I don't have a box.
I put your link there. It should have.
Yeah.
I put your. See, that's when I have this Dell going up, I can have my YouTube and the StreamYard up and everything, and then all the other good stuff going on.
Well, the next time, what I'll do is I'll bring my phone, and maybe that would help. I don't know. So right now, I got it charging.
Oh, that's kind. Yeah, that should have dropped your link what I put in there.
Yeah, I saw something go up. I don't got my glasses on. I could just barely see it, but.
So what I chose tonight was to talk about goals, and
Right.
Because we had done that in one of our Wednesday afternoon lives and everything, talking about goals and setting goals for the year and everything. And I was so excited that I had everything planned out. And like 2 days before January 1st, it was like the 28th of January, we all get sick.
Mm-hmm.
And Anastasia's mom and dad got sick that Thursday. She got sick Friday, which
Right.
would have been New Year's Eve and everything. And then I got sick for 3 days, and it took me a week to get over it. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. I was like, not again. I was like, I was counting the times because that was December. September, we had just gotten over it again because school has started. And I was like, all right, so, we all got over it. We were doing good. And I was like, oh no, here we go. But I counted, that was like the 6th time we had gotten sick in 2022. And
Right.
it's like, what in the world? But they even had the shot and they still caught something.
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten the shot, and I'm like, I'm not going to get the shot because it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jason. That's Train Coffee and Camping.
Hello, Jason.
And then, so I was like, I felt like, because we talked about it, then we had talked about it again. I was like, I feel like I'm behind. You say you're not behind. I was like, well, yeah, technically I'm not behind because, when you get sick, you have to put things on hold and everything. So it's like, okay, so what goals have I accomplished so far? We cleaned our room.
Right. Yes, Jonathan. It has a picture of a camp. That is my camp in Greenbush, Maine. I live in Maine. So I'm selling 2 cabins that are off grid, and that's a picture of one of my cabins. So yeah, I think you found it.
All right, you got to turn the volume down over there, baby. You're good. So, yeah, if you go to my community tab, you can click on her link there, and that will take you to her channel. So today's been one of those days that I try to catch up with everybody's live, and I'm working on this computer and emailing back and forth with Ralph and everything. So some people I've missed and some things I've skipped, and I'm just like, okay, hold on.
Right. Right.
So,
It's
um,
understandable.
so one of our goals, and this was a goal for vacations, Christmas vacation for two
Mm-hmm.
weeks, reorganize our room, make a place for everything, which everything has a place. It just needs to be organized. And then we were going downstairs, and then especially the basement, because I need to reorganize where all my canned stuff is at. Yeah, that didn't work because they threw schoolwork on us that they said that they had told us about, and they never did. I mean, because I'm sorry, I am a stickler. I will read every single thing, all the newsletters and everything, because I know how they do. They will skip things and tell you at the last minute. Because I
Mm-hmm.
had teachers do that to me too, and that's regular school. So it's like, okay, we finally got we finally got it to where it's like very nice in here and everything. And everybody's got room.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, so then my next goal was to do the living room area, which is not bad. It's just that we still have a Christmas tree up. It does beat us,
Really? Wow.
but see, when they work, they work Monday, Sunday through Thursday, and then they're tired. By the time they have to go to grocery shopping and get home and everything, that's like just
Right.
forget it. I don't care if it's up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there. We work around it.
Just decorate it for Easter and different occasions. There you go, right?
Exactly. That's what one year I did. My tree didn't come down to the end of March. But we so downstairs is downstairs in the living room. That's all right. It's my desk that needs to be straightened up because I've got all my canning stuff there, all the empty jars, and I've got my Ninja foodie sitting there because I really have nowhere else for it. But that sucker's too heavy and I can't lift it up with my right hand just yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I haven't been cooking with it because I was just like, oh no, I wait too long for this surgery for this to mess it up now. So,
Right.
you know,
Right.
that's one of my goals to let this heal before I start picking up anything too heavy and everything. See you later, Jason.
Bye, Jason. It was nice to meet
Bye.
you. Hi, Sasquatch. I do Bigfoot stuff too.
Oh, yo. Ooh. I'm gonna tell you that thing is real because I heard it, and I want, and that's on scary happenings is what the video is titled. So if y'all want to hear about my little scary happenings, go check that video out. The one of them that's something that came after my car. Like I never again ride through the foothills of Virginia and Tennessee again at night. Forget that.
I went out looking several times. I found footprints and I heard screams. Yeah,
Oh
they're
yeah.
out there. We have
Oh,
different animals and things on our planet. It isn't all human beings. So yeah, I believe in it all.
all right. Hold on for a minute. I'll be right back.
All righty. Hello, everybody. You're still there working on the baby blanket. It must be really nice. I wish I could crochet or knit. Well, I can do a little bit, but I can't. It seems like I can't make anything. I need to learn. Devil Dog says, I am too, Rebecca. So I guess part of my goals this year is to lose a little bit of weight. I want to get healthy. I want to get organized. Uh, Trying to think of all the things I want to do. I want to put water at the camp if we decide to keep it. We have 2 off-grid cabins in Maine. So that's part of my goals. And be organized is one in my whole life. I don't know if you guys got any goals out there that you want to get accomplished this year. If you do, you could share it. Can't just barely see this, so I'm going to put my glasses back on. See if I missed anything here. Here she comes. I think I got it all. Yeah, I don't have a place to put a big thumbs up, but put a big thumbs up for Miss Nancy. I don't have that opportunity either on my screen. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I guess you're muted. Yeah, you're still muted. I guess she's got a call or something.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alrighty. So the room is better.
Mm-hmm.
My table just needs to clear that up with my jars. But I'm canning stuff this week also, so that's why I left the jars there. So, and then I tried this morning and I in the live this morning to make bread with tapioca flour. And the recipe on the bag I didn't look at, but I found one on the internet, and it said, I'm quite sure it said 2 cups. It was only supposed to be 1 cup. So this was it turned out. It turned out all right, but as Anastasia would say, it's chewy. Oh my goodness, this is hard now, but it's chewy. So it's like you try to chew it, it's like, okay, is it going to, break down enough to...
Exactly.
Well, it doesn't break down enough to just like it's supposed to. So that's something else I'm going to try. So, and then like we had talked about goals,
right.
My goal this year was to write my cookbook. So when the Dell is finally fixed, I can start on that. I did start it on a website. I haven't gotten back to it, but with the Dell, I can put it on the Dell and save it and then get it published.
Are they going to be all your own recipes or just your favorite recipes?
It's going to be all my recipes. I do have favorite ones, but it's also going to be the ones that are dairy free and alpha gal. Yeah.
Right.
She said something that we have. Yes, it has to be dairy free. All the ones I've done over the last couple of years, I'm going to try to pick out the ones that we like the best, but also it'd be easy for anybody to use regular milk or regular cheese with or something. But because we have a dairy-free recipe book downstairs, oh my goodness, what this girl has said to get and everything. And we've had this book for 8 years because we got it when she was born. A little bit after she was born. And the stuff she says to buy and use, it would cost a lot of money back then. I mean, it costs a lot of money now.
Right.
So I was like, So we have adapted a lot of things to eat the way we need to. And then just like over the last 9 years, though, the dairy-free food and cheeses have really come around to upping their game of making it taste better. So, and then my other goal, I'll try to remember because I had a list and I don't even know where I put the list. But anyway, my next goal is now that I've got a logo. Thank you, Double Dog. Was that you?
Yes.
Okay. I heard a noise and that was her. So Eddie made me a logo, and that's the logo that y'all see. So then doing stuff, and I finally got the bonfire link to work today.
Bonfire in the chat.
I'm just posting a link to the channel.
Okay. So I had emailed Jamie. I said, I'm ready to throw a brick at this thing. I'm quite sure she was like, what, Nancy? You're never like that. I'm like, I'm so frustrated at this stupid program.
Put the link to bonfire in
So
the chat, please.
it is. It's on our page. But it's finally fixed. I finally was able to get to work. So we have the mugs, we have t-shirts, I have a tote, and on the mug, on one side it has our logo, and on the other side it says Anastasia is the boss.
That's funny.
So I was like, I had to put something for her on there because, yeah, that's, she's part of the channel.
Right.
She's over
What
here talking.
so what other goals do you really want to accomplish this year on your life and
So my goals now are, well, it's always been my health. But like I was telling Rebecca this earlier, everything that, you go in the Heart Association, everything, they say to eat and everything, I'm already doing. So that goal is already done. I've had to do that because of I can't have the red meat and the pork and everything anyway. So
Mhm.
my next goal is just to really to take my health one day at a time, which next month, and in 3 weeks, I'll get that loop recorder. So basically, instead of putting the pacemaker, because it's going to go right here, I've already looked it up. It goes where a pacemaker will go. But he
How
wants to
long is your
see,
surgery? How long do you have to be in?
I have to, it takes some, they said it takes an hour, then I stay there till they think I'm good to go.
So
So
it's
I
in
could,
and out, or do you have to stay overnight?
well, they said that depends on how it all
How you react?
reacts,
Yeah.
how I react.
Awesome.
So they said, because I asked him, his assistant, she said, it takes an hour. They keep you there for a couple hours and then you go home. But,
Mhm.
just like anything, they have to wait and see how you react, how everything works.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay. And she thought I was going to be upset. And I was like, finally. And she was like, huh? I said, she goes, how long has this been going on? I said, since I was 14 years old.
That is
She
too
was,
long.
she goes, oh my gosh. She goes, that's way too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I
She
agree.
goes,
I
because,
agree.
yeah, she wanted, they go, so she goes, when can you come in and do it? So when you want me in there, she said, um, February 17th. I'm like, I can't the 17th. I had stitches. I just had carpal tunnel surgery and they want the stitches out in 2 weeks, period. There's no questions. You can't change it, whatever. It has to come out in
Right.
2 weeks. She
Right.
said, well, the next thing is in March. I said, that's fine. I, I can, I've gone this long. The Lord has kept me safe. He's going to keep me safe still.
That's right.
So, so I was like, okay. So, you know, I do have other tests scheduled for a colonoscopy. He wants the whole workup and everything. I was like, I pushed them further to make sure that um, when I get this loop recorder put in, everything goes smoothly.
Mhm.
So I was like, I definitely don't want to be in the hospital too long.
Right. I don't blame you there. You got another person in the room, corner, clubhouse, go
Yes,
back.
Corner Club is
Hello.
cold. Welcome. So, that's my as far as my goal for my health. That's that next goal. Um, I want to lose some more weight. I'm down to 255. So
Mhm.
over the last 10 years, I've lost 100 pounds. And,
Awesome.
and I was like, I don't want to, I know I don't put some back on, but I was like, this has
That's
got to
so
come off
cool.
because, oh, I know you hear it all the time and lose weight for your heart. I was like, I've lost weight off and on all my life. I'm like, it has
Right.
nothing to do with my weight. It is to me, I consider it probably a birth defect that nobody caught
Yeah.
because
Could be. You
they've
could be
never
right.
caught it till now.
Yeah, I agree.
So, so that's that goal. My next goal is what we're going to do Wednesday. We're going to start seeds,
Mhm.
and I have I was just thinking about that when I went downstairs and made some coffee. It's like I can take that short little black shelf, move the stuff off of that, clean this other shelf off, put that stuff there. Hi, Stacy May, and then take
Hello,
the little
Stacy. Mom of four boys. Hello.
put that shelf by the door and get our seed starts there
Hmm.
because planning on thinking of doing is the cold, like cold temperature type vegetables or something
Right.
because it stays
Like I
cold.
did. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it stays cold downstairs.
Hmm.
We can have the AC on, we can have whatever on. It stays hot up here, cold down there.
Right. Right.
That's like almost. So I was got to thinking. I was like, we must start seeds, but then like it was like, oh, do cold weather seeds, oh,
Hmm.
cold weather foods and everything because
Right.
they will thrive in that area right there.
Oh yeah. I've
So
already got like 4 different plants up already from cold weather. Yep.
awesome.
Yep. I'm excited too about Wednesday. I got
Oh
the
yeah,
itch now. I've got the itch.
I know. I know a lot of people talk about they're ready to plant seeds and start the garden and everything.
We're also doing a seed swap if anybody wants to join. It's over on my channel, so you can sign up over there. And
If y'all go ahead.
go ahead. I'm all done.
No, I was
I
gonna
don't want to
promote you.
interrupt you. It's hard with the stream, you know.
No, I was gonna say if y'all need to go check out, go to my community tab and click on her link to her channel. So, so what did you start and what's growing?
Um, I actually got a list right here. Let me just get it. But I'm gonna do a whole mess more. I've been waiting because I know we're doing it Wednesday, so I wanted to, but I'm being patient. Okay, what seeds I've started already that are already growing? Dill is growing. Sage hasn't come up yet. Greek oregano, sweet marjoram, coriander. Coriander came up. Spicy glow basil came up. Oregano and thyme has not come up. Then I went back and did dill. It came up within 3 days. Sage again. Um, then the cold weather ones, I did beets, tall crop. They came up. Spinach has not. It's 8 to 10 days. It hasn't. Beet Detroit came up already within 3 days. Carrot rainbow mix came up, and cucumber has not come up. And I did Swiss chard, and that came up. But that's it so
Oh,
far.
cool,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I keep tabs. I write them down in the date I started and when they're supposed to germinate, so I can keep, you know, to know if things are going the way they should.
Exactly, because when I did the garden in 2021, I did not. I know what I planted. I kind of wrote it down. I was hurting then, and I had my hands were messing up. But like this year, I'm definitely going to do like you do. Write it down. Label.
Right, right.
I was terrible at labeling. I did label, and then it was supposed to be the little white marker things you can label on. It was supposed to be waterproof. Yeah, they're not waterproof.
No,
No.
no. And the markers, the ones I found, it says Sharpie that's permanent, and it's not because I've had them out in the garden and they would disappear. So I'm trying to get a better marker on Amazon. But yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So and then yeah, because after we had talked last week about the seeds, I went through my box and wrote down what I had there, and then I have some in a bag. And then I realized I looked up and I was like, I know I'm missing some seeds. Where was it? It was right here in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had one that's in a giveaway. The chart, I had one, and then these seeds came along with it. And I think that would be so cool to
Oh
plant
wow,
some of
that's
those.
beautiful. That's a beautiful looking corn.
I was like, I love those corn. And then I had stuck these in here because this is back to roots. It's still a Detroit beet.
Yep.
but it's
Yeah,
from a
that's the
different
one I
company.
started. Yeah,
Because I was like, that'd be cool to see, the different
exactly.
companies of the seeds and everything.
It wouldn't be
And
cool.
you can eat them
Can I
before they
get the
even
headphones,
produce
please?
the beet. You can eat the greens. They're delicious.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on for a minute. There you go. I'm sorry, hold on.
Okay, so she wouldn't be happy to see those. She would be happy to seed those.
There you go. There's the comedian. She's adorable.
I know. Oh, my goodness. You never need to laugh.
She's a riot, honestly. She is.
Y'all just have to come over. He just said, just text me or something. If you ever need to laugh, y'all just message me and I'll get her.
Yep.
And then we have a tomato watermelon beefsteak. And that
Oh, that
one,
looks delicious.
that look good.
Mama
And
of four
this,
boys asked how old she is.
she is 9. She is a riot. And this is what I'm going to plant Wednesday. It's called lettuce tennis ball.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that one.
Me neither.
That's
I was
different.
like, that's so cool. And that was Garden State Gardener. He does Sunday Fun Day. He has a registration video. He puts your name on a wheel, and oh my goodness, you can run seeds,
You're gonna have
yarns,
to send me the
books.
link for some of these because I don't think I've seen them
Gift card.
unless I bypassed it or something. Because I try when I see somebody on, if I'm up or whatever, I'll jump in. Sometimes I don't talk, but I
Right.
go to a lot of the links that you send.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I was telling David O's keeper Jamie, I was like, we're trying. That's who I was texting and explaining what we were doing and everything. She goes, I never got a notification. I said, that's funny because I didn't get my own notification.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My son is 8, almost 9. He loves the Bad Guide books. Awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. She likes unicorn books. Which yeah, we try to. Her mom and dad try to get her
Hi,
interested in different
DJ.
other books, but no, she's not yet. There's DJ. You see DJ?
I know, I see
I get so
So-
much static coming out of me. It's just like going like this. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
I have to keep putting my hair back because it's just going right in my face. So much electricity going through me.
So what I put on there for my thumbnail was saying I can't do.
Yay, it's Uncle
And
DJ.
it had it was cutting the apostrophe T off. And I sit there and said that because I had said I can't for so long to myself that because when I got hurt, I couldn't. I really couldn't do a lot of things.
Mhm.
And just like over the past year, it was like the Lord was saying, what can you do? And I was
Mhm.
like, that question keeps coming up to me in different sermons. Use what you have.
Right.
Don't look at what you can't do. Look at what you can do.
Exactly.
So that's why I put that thumbnail there. What can you do? Well, if you can grow, if a goal to grow something, if it's just growing a tomato plant, or if it's just growing something that you like to eat, it don't
Right.
have to be tomatoes, cucumbers. It could be.
Exactly.
Now I like baby bye. I like kohlrabi, and I like that was growing until we had that hard freeze.
Mhm.
So that's the goal this year. I want to plant those and see how they do.
Right.
So, and then, like I said, my other goal is to write the cookbook. Now, if I get it done this year, I'll get it done this year. If not, it's a work. To me, it's a work in progress because I'm always coming up with new recipes.
Mm-hmm.
I have stuff I've posted on Instagram. I need to go back to and write those recipes down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I gotta watch out not to overload myself. Like,
Sophie's 2 more stops before sleep. Night, everyone. Night,
hey,
Stacy.
nice, Stacy. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for coming.
Yes. And then another goal I have is and we love books, but I love all kinds of books. And
I love Unicorn and Sparkle Dragon books.
yes, I know we know what kind of books you like. So, hi Sandy, how are you? At Suburban Homestead, Wyoming. Okay, if y'all want to grow trees and know anything about trees, she's the lady to listen to and go watch her channel. Oh my goodness, she grows everything. And she lives sometimes in Wyoming, sometimes in Arizona. But my goodness, she is great.
Hi, hi there. I'm Katahdin Cook and Mama's Homestead. It's nice to meet you.
Read it.
Okay, in just a moment.
You say her name was Sandy?
Sandy.
Okay.
You're
If
welcome, Steve.
if I remember that tomorrow, I might not, but
It's okay. I'm the same way. Because we'll see, I sit there and I'll write something down. So I'll make a list and then I'll forget where I was. Notebook. I'm like, well, which notebook is it that I put it in? And I'm looking through all the notebooks and everything.
right.
And it's not because I don't have the notebooks labeled. It's because I do have my notebooks labeled. But then all of a sudden, if I need to write something down real quick, I'll just grab a notebook and write it down.
That's how I am. I have one right on the nightstand because I'm always remembering something and I have so many notebooks. So yeah, I'm right there with you.
Exactly. And so, my goal for the cookbook, I don't want to make it too big and I don't want to make it too small. So I'm going to try to do is probably just, I might break it up into different things, like one be desserts and then one be main dishes. Because I've seen I know I have many cookbooks downstairs and I'm like, how do they pick and choose which one you put with what? Because, I've got ones that are really thick, like an inch, and some like 2 inches, and some that are thin. And I'm just like, all right, sit and plan that out before you start writing any recipes down, because then that goal will just be way out there and too much. So,
Are you going to publish it online? Are you going to do a print version? How are you going to do it?
I'm gonna try to do both.
You're going to
Do a
try.
print,
Okay.
do a print and a online book, ebook.
Yep.
Something that a lot of people do not know. I'm already a published writer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I wrote a book. It's on Amazon. I will go back and I'll get the link to it and everything. And it was about the car
Wow.
accident we had in 2013. I went back. I wanted to go back and edit it and change the names and everything else in it. And I was like, that's just too much. That's just too much. I'm just going to leave it just
Wow,
like it
that's
is.
impressive. I didn't know that.
So, yeah, I had one copy sold. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm a published writer.
That's cool.
And as far as it goes as corrective grammar and everything, I didn't even do that. It's written exactly how I would talk, as if I'm telling you the story.
Right.
And I'm like, to me, I like a book like that. Yes, you give details and everything else, but I wrote it just like I was sitting here be telling anybody or telling you a story. So I was like, Nana, I will read your list, honey. Okay, she gave me a list to read. It's stuff girls like/love. Unicorns. All right, come here. You gotta help me with this. Unicorns, dreams, pink stuffies, cars, fun fashion, phones, makeup, style. What's that word? Cuteness, girly stuff, TV, fun boys. Where'd you get that?
Boy.
Funny boys. Oh, okay. I understand the funny boys because DJ is funny. The mall, not being embarrassed, dolls, BGs, dogs, cats, reading books, knowing,
Not knowing.
not knowing. So there's a Bible lesson there. Pies, sparkles, shiny glitter, rainbows, dragons, wants to be a princess.
Princesses.
There you
Princess.
go. That's a nice list.
That's what girls want.
That's what girls love. Sweet / love.
I've been working on my cookbook too, Nancy. I hope to have it finished before the next couple months, and I'm trying to work also on what happened to me. I wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to die at birth, so I'm writing my autobiography.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I think one goal was something about, well, I know you're doing the nose bend. That was one of your goals. And then it's showing everybody how, I'm telling y'all, go, she shows you how to do those coupons and how to do, it's like,
To
oh my
save money,
goodness.
basically.
Exactly.
I'm a homesteader. I want to show everybody how to prep for what's happening in our world. That's basically what I do.
That's a pink pencil.
Hi there.
Exactly.
The board is nice to get back.
So I have the heating pad on, so she's behind me trying to get her hand between me and the heating pad
Oh, is her hands cold?
so she can get warm.
So the
Yeah,
heating
they
pad
put
will
it
serve
together.
two purposes.
It goes from
Exactly.
purple to pink.
Oh, it's a color changing pencil that's behind me. I'll also show you
okay.
a color changing pencil. All right. So my other goal is, see what's from, now it's pink. It was purple.
What
now it's
color
pink.
was it before it changed?
It was purple.
Oh, it was purple. It hasn't changed yet.
It's supposed to have changed. It didn't. She looked at it.
Oh, okay.
My books. I had a lot of books, and then I lost them because of a situation. And I was like, there's secondhand sale. There's thriftbooks.com. There's Discover Books.
Mhm.
Jamie knows one that she told me about, and it's, you know, one.
It's called stuffbooks.com.
Stuffbooks.com. I don't think so.
It's called Stuffbooks. It's a normal Stuffyland bookstore.
Yes,
It's a Stuffy Land Books, Discover Books. There you go. So to get that collection back up again, because I hear it preached all the time. The grid is going down. We've been hearing that since the 70s.
Oh yeah.
But to me, I like having a book in my hand. I don't mind reading stuff on. Hi, Peter Dell.
Hi, Peter.
I don't mind reading stuff on the computer and everything, but every once in a while I need that break from the computer and just have a book in my hand,
right,
to read. And
right.
So I have sewing books, I've got cookbooks, and then I have books about making sauerkraut, and I've got a whole other list that's I've saved and everything. So I'm just like trying to get back into that. So that's one of my goals. My other goal is to get back to doing my candles that I was doing. I figured out what I want to do with that.
Right.
And then fix my Etsy store. And some of the links I took off of my About page because I wasn't selling anything on Etsy, and I really need to sit there and fix that up. So I was like, just take that off. I redid the bonfire. So now we have t-shirts and the mug and then a tote bag. So, the t-shirt, it has our treasure home and stuff, and it says Anastasia equals boss.
Right. Good night, Peter.
Right.
Good night, Jonathan.
Oh, wait a minute. Jonathan.
Yeah.
I thought it said Peter. See, I didn't have the glasses on, so. It's nice to meet you.
So, yes. Actually, I did read. I really couldn't put this one down. It says "Let food be your medicine."
Oh, wow. That's a good book.
Now he's one I know he wrote a book talking about
Yeah, I
eating
heard of him.
from the Bible or what they something along that line. So I'm still trying to find that book.
Good
And
night.
see you later, Sandy.
It was nice to meet you too.
So, but he's got other books out that I've got on a list and everything. So that is a goal probably throughout the whole year is to buy, a few books here and there.
Mhm.
The next goal is eat from my pantry what I have can,
Right,
but
right.
to grow
Mhm.
food so we can preserve the food so that to
Right.
continue that process
Mhm.
because
Understandable.
you know that's the way I was grown. That's the way I grew up.
Right,
We grew up
right,
that way. We didn't grow up because we had the gas crisis in the 70s. It wasn't a gas crisis. It was just something to raise the prices.
right.
So I was like, and yeah, these things could happen, but to me, we prepared more for the weather than we did anything else. So
Mhm.
that's like y'all getting ready to get another big storm. I see. I watch the weather so much. Y'all getting ready to get another one.
It's on its way. It already
Yeah.
started today here, and because I had to go to Braden's birthday party. He's the little guy, great grand. So I had to go to his party, and of course, I'm still got my church clothes on because I went to church.
Awesome.
It was a busy day.
Oh yes. Hi
Hi,
Joy.
Nancy,
How you
in the
doing?
background.
Okay, that's cool.
Hi, Jay. Blessed life.
It's Joy.
Joy. I got to put the glasses on. They hurt my eyes after a while, so I took them off. But I can't see anything that's going on over there. But
There you go. So what was I talking about? The food, the weather. So
Hang on, I gotta say hi to Joy, okay?
all right.
Hi, Joy Super Homestead.
No. Joy Blessed Life. Suburban Homestead. Sandy's left.
Hi, hi, Joy Homestead Life.
Blessed Life.
Hi, Joy.
She gonna do that on purpose.
Hi, Joy Blessed Homestead Life.
She's doing that on purpose.
I don't think it says blessed life. Joy
It's
blessed
Joy
life.
Blessed Life.
Yeah.
Hi, Joy Life Blessed Homestead.
So now here's the funny thing. Next week is her mom and dad's wedding anniversary, and
Oh,
we're
wow.
supposed to get slammed with snow.
Yeah. When is their anniversary?
The 7th. So
Oh, okay.
they got plans, and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. My son's gonna go, of course, it's gonna snow. So they're calling for us to have 18 inches of snow.
Wow.
And I was like, oh goodness.
Wow,
So
you're gonna
I
get buried.
know that's right. I've got stuff. So that's my goal. My goal for this week. So we're talking about goals. My goal for
Right.
this week
Right.
is to can food.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've got hominy, that big 10 number can. I want to can. I've got ground turkey that I
Mm-hmm.
want to can. Then
Right.
I got stuff in the freezer like strawberries,
Right.
blueberries.
Can I
Right.
have a pack of Can I have some
We should
Oreos?
do something like that, preserving food on one of the Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
This Wednesday we're going to be doing seeds. We're going to be seed starting on my channel, and We should do something with preserving food, like dehydrating or canning. That would be awesome.
Oh yes,
Yep.
because I'm gonna make strawberry jam jelly. I'm gonna do blueberry. Also, that way, if we lose power,
That's right.
we've
Put
got
it up.
stuff to eat.
Exactly. Put it
And
up.
then I have sweet potatoes that I just cut it in rounds to make it easier and stuck that in the freezer because, like I said, I got sick and I was like all that planning and everything I was going to do. I was
Right.
like, okay, so this goal has to change here a little bit. So
Yep.
that's what I was saying. It's okay if goals change, if things go from, if something happens, you got to change that to adjust. And
Mhm.
you know that's what I learned to do when I got hurt.
Right.
You just adjust and you got to keep going. And that's like with my hand, my daughter-in-law, a couple weeks ago, right before the surgery, she was like, she kind of got frantic a little bit about, you know, about cooking and groceries and this, that, and the other, and what's going to happen with your hand. I'm like, it's going to be okay, but that's what I'm prepping now, I'm preparing now before
That's
surgery,
right. You should always be
so that,
prepared. Yeah.
yeah, so that that was a goal. I prepped food that I knew I could eat or just cook quickly. Because I went down and got has a canned chili, the turkey chili.
That looked delicious. I love
I had
chili.
to I had to hold it like this so I could pop the seal because my hand I couldn't. It was
Mhm.
wrapped up and everything. Oh, that was so good because I had turkey bacon in the chili and everything. And then I was thinking when I made it with the mushrooms and the leeks, I was like, you know what? I want to add something to this and see how it's going to go.
Did it
So,
come out good? Because it looked amazing.
oh my goodness, it was so good.
I love mushrooms and leeks. So Peter said the weather has gone bonkers. Yes, it has. I
Oh my
agree.
goodness. Can you believe
Our
that it's
weather's
snowing in Los Angeles? I'm sorry. It's kind of not, it's not funny, but in a way it is because, you know, you see places are getting stuff that never had it before or they haven't had it in so long.
mm-hmm.
And it's like, are they prepared for, it's like with the rain. Did they
Right.
get prepared for the rain? So to me, my goals are yes, we should be prepared for anything, but more so the weather, because the weather can change anytime.
That's
You
right.
know, are you prepared or do you have a goal for medical?
Yep.
Um, 75% of accidents, injuries, and all happen at home.
That's right.
And now that was when I was EMT, that's what we learned. Most things happen at home, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and that's why I did the other thing about the medic jump bag. I have a small one that I had. It's red, and we had used it outside. So I was like, okay, but what if yes, that still has some of the stuff that's in that one too, but we'll make it a little bit better. I have some extra money now. I'm like, let's put some other things in there that normally
Right.
people don't think of.
Right.
Um, Thermometer.
Right. Do a little bit at a time.
Yeah, people don't think
If
about
you can pick up on this couponing stuff, you could fill that bag for free.
exactly. Because I was like, okay, just sit and think. You gotta take it. I was like, you were texting me all these things. And I was like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. I was like, Nancy, just read one at a time, and then
Mm-hmm.
go here to there. And I was like, because people don't think about like Benadryl.
Right.
Right? Yes, you have to have. But sometimes you just gotta have over the counter medicine. You
Right.
know, it's just I would love to do everything herbal, but
Speaking
until
of that, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Okay, go
I
ahead.
just found a huge tote that I had in my room because I've been cleaning my room. Part of one of my goals is to get organized. I found a huge tote and it has almost every herb that's at the herbal store. So I'm starting to put it in jars and label it, but I'm going to get a book and I'm going to write down what every one of them are and what they're used for so I don't have to do all that. So, speaking of your bag and your medicine and getting stuff for that,
There you go.
I'm gonna be doing a video on that as well. So
Awesome.
I'm an
Because,
herbalist.
oh yeah, when I worked at GNC and I started learning the different things because we had to learn
Yeah.
about the different vitamins and herbs and what they did. And because, a lot of people come in, they didn't know what was going on, or, they just grabbed something. And
Right.
yes, some things you cannot take with, prescription medicine and
Hmm.
other stuff. So that could be a goal for people to do. Learn what can go with your medications.
Right.
Um, don't just stop taking your medications because that's a big no-no anyway. Because I told
Right.
people that just don't stop it. But
Hmm.
because one person told asked me about her husband's having problems sleeping and everything. Well, you think of melatonin. That's a natural thing that your body produces and everything. And we're at the very end after she purchased it and was walking out the door, she goes, "Oh, he has sleep apnea." I was like, okay, before he takes that,
Hmm.
please talk to your doctor first
Right. Exactly.
because you don't know how that's going to react with medicine. I said, if you need to bring it back, it says on the bottle you can bring it back for a full refund. I never
Hmm.
knew she came back or not, but I was
Wow.
like, there's questions that you learn to ask people, you
That's
know,
right. That's right.
what they're taking and stuff. And it's like, okay, so there's a goal. Make a list. Any EMS site, medical site, they should have where you can have a list of asking people, are they on any medicines? What medicines are they taking? Um, because you definitely don't want to give nobody the wrong medicine,
Right.
and then also with the herbs, get a book on herbs. It, you know,
That's right.
um,
I got several.
who do you
I'm going to
have?
be sharing some of my favorite ones too. That's part of the one of my goals. So I can't wait for
Yes. I see her face and I can't think of her name. And the book's not right here where I can grab it. Anyway, but get a book of herbs. It don't have to be an expensive one.
no.
Like I said, the internet, print some stuff off, make a goal of learning something. Um, that's something
Even if
I
it's
learned.
one, even if it's one, you learn that herb and find out everything it does. Exactly.
Yes,
I agree.
one easy one is peppermint.
Yes.
Peppermint's an easy herb to grow and it's an easy herb to learn.
Yep.
Um, and there's a lot of them that do the exact same thing.
Right.
So
Right.
you can cross reference if you don't have if you can't grow one, you can grow something else.
Right.
Um, now, one of my things are growing this year is a cherry tomato because I'm not buying it from the store.
Right.
2 years in a row, we bought a cherry tomato from I don't know, it was Menards or somewhere we bought one. They like bombed out.
Well, there's a lot of fruits. Have you started to cut out watermelon and some of the cantaloupe? Inside of it's all brown. They're doing something with our plants. That's
You
why I
need your
want to grow my own food. That's what I said last week about the chickens. I cut out their chicken feed because they weren't laying. And it's all
Mhm.
across the internet of what they're doing. And we started to give them oats and vegetables and fruits. And now I'm getting eggs. I got almost half a dozen.
Yes, because I was talking to Jamie about that. I said, Robin, could Ann Mountain Mama, I said she was doing something different and giving her chickens something different. I said, she's up in cold weather and she's getting eggs because she goes, I got an egg. Like, what'd you do? She goes, I changed the feed.
It's because of that crap that what they're doing is they're controlling our food. They're controlling our chickens that we're buying, and then they're controlling our seed.
So one thing I have done, and I talked to Al Chafe, he was in the live, and I was like, we were talking about, I was talking about growing stuff, and he said he took a pepper that he bought from the store.
Yep.
He took the seeds out.
Yep.
He goes, but then he planted it at home, and he goes, it tastes, even just from the seed from the store, even though that pepper may have had pesticides or whatever on it,
Right.
but growing it at home from that store-bought seed but it tasted so much better
Right.
than what it was when it was in the store.
Exactly.
So that's another goal somebody could do. If you buy peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes, acorn squash,
You can do anything with any of them plants that you're getting. I even found out you can start growing fruit, just oranges and apples and stuff, and you don't need the seeds. I'm going to do a video on it. But it's amazing what I just learned just recently that I want to share with everybody.
Oh, awesome. Because I was like, she said something about the strawberries.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would love to grow strawberries. So,
Why go buy them? Grow them yourself if you're getting them fruits and veggies coming in. So you don't have to pay that money out of pocket. Yeah. It's exciting. Growing your own is always better.
This. I'm behind. I didn't keep up with chat. I have, but I didn't post anything. Oh, they just got back from Pigeon Forge. Oh, cool.
I'm going to be going to Tennessee this year. I don't know. I think it's Pigeon Forge. We have a condo, so I'm going to transfer it and go down there. So sweet. I might take the car. That way I can see other people that want to meet on the way. So I might do that. I might not fly. Yeah.
Definitely. So when we had talked about goals in December, how many goals have you accomplished so far?
On my goals, I'm getting like the weight still needs to come. Okay. I need to work on that. I want to be healthy. So what I'm going to do, I cut out the sugar. So that's one goal I cut out. I'm getting organized. Most of my kitchen's organized. What I'm doing is becoming a minimalist. I got 2 closets here. Half of it is full. The other half is not. I got rid of it all. I got bags and bags that I'm donating to help somebody else out. So I'm getting organized. I want to lose the weight. I want to grow my own food. I want to put water at the camp. I want to get a personal, stronger relationship with God. I was just in the Bible and my mind was just like, well, I know I got to go live, but I want to read. So I read some, but I didn't comprehend what I read. So I went back and read something else. So I could at least get something from that. So I'm really working on that. My relationship with other people, I want to have more relationships, friendships. So I'm working on that. So it's like the whole picture. Part of me wants a closer relationship with my family. So I'm working on that. I'm working on friendship relationships, working on myself as a person, my spiritual, my health, my weight. I want to redo my hair because since I cut it, like I'm getting all this electricity go through me. There's just so much. I cut my own because it was down to my butt. So I just chopped it one day. I don't like to spend. I'm really frugal living. And I think I saw somebody say something down here just a second ago. I saw a video the other day.
Yeah, Joy.
Yeah. I seen it pop out of the corner of my eye.
Yes.
I did not set goals.
I just write them things that I want the Lord to bring me to pass, like dreams and desires. Amen.
Right.
But that's
Amen.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Because God said, you have not because you ask not. And he says, that was something Elevation Church, Pastor Stephen Furtick was talking about. We were talking about in Joseph Press, speak what you want to see. God says,
Exactly.
ask big, because that's what he told the disciples. Why you little faith? The faith wasn't that the faith was little, it's because they asked for little.
Right.
Because I'm a
Right.
big God. If God can part that Red Sea, God can do anything.
And he's the same God now than he was back then. He,
Amen.
he even said that we have better gifts than when he went to go to be with the Father. He said when he went to be with the Father, we have more gifts than what he had. So you can just imagine the realm of it all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have a friend that she'll she'll text me on Facebook and have you seen this on YouTube? Did you see this on YouTube? And I keep telling her, stop watching that. I mean, that's just the devil trying to get your focus away from what you're supposed to be focusing on. She
Yeah.
goes, thank you for the reminder, because she's an elderly lady.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially people in their 80s and 90s, probably,
Mm-hmm.
I would say from like 75 and older,
Yeah.
they have seen a whole lot more than we have. And I know they panic,
Yeah. They're
you know,
seasoned. Yeah.
and they've seen things. And that's why it's like, the devil is throwing things out there to keep people off the focus of Jesus and putting him first. And that was one goal I did from last year, summer, like from June till December. I was like, Jesus, you're going to be first. First when I get up, first before I do everything. And I can honestly say that 99.9% of the time, I have kept that goal
Awesome.
and still do. When
Good for you.
we start, amen. Because I'm like, if I don't, my day does not go right. And it's only happened a couple of
No, it
times.
doesn't.
And I
I
was like,
agree.
mm-mm. And um, through Elevation Church, and it was called e-groups. And I'm in an e-group, and we're doing a Bible study about immeasurably more,
Mm-hmm.
and how, you know, Ephesians 3:20 through 21. And
Mm-hmm.
that God is able to do immeasurably more than all we can ask, think, or imagine through the power that worketh through us. So,
Right.
like he said, his power is through us. We ask through the power of the Holy Spirit for these things. God say yes, you have not because you ask not. Ask big. He can do those things. He still can do those things. Last year, Teresa at Stringfield Ridge Farm, they live on a farm, and Lee built that house for them, and they garden every year. And she goes, every morning she got up early enough, she went out and had devotions in her garden, and she prayed over her garden, and she blessed her garden. You know, they were overabundant last year.
That's
She goes,
awesome.
oh, she
I
goes,
love hearing stories like that.
she was just amazed how much she got and everything. And I was like, thank you, Lord, because she went out there. He saw her every day. She asked, he
Right.
supplied.
Right.
Because she does, they can and dehydrate and everything preserve,
Mm-hmm.
only for them, their family. Um,
Right.
Renee at Little Village Homestead in Michigan, she does the same thing. Now that's a cold state because they get a lot of snow. She lives on the not the Lake Erie side, but the other lake side, and
Mm-hmm.
um, her channel is. I've been watching her for years too, and she does a lot of stuff. She shows you how to can and preserve and everything, and she's like she does a lot for her family because of the fact her son is a single father.
Mm-hmm.
You know, her kids work and she takes a lot of time. Well, they're in school now. All the kids are grown, but she, would take care of the little ones and everything. And she goes, she's lived that life where they had nothing at all. And she gardened to make sure she put food on the table. So she still does the same thing.
That's awesome.
And I was like, yeah. But I was like, um, that cannot be loud. So, I told you this Wednesday. Turn that back down, please. One more. Well, you can hear it if you turn that sound down. Just watching TV. So, oh my goodness, Bob, how are you? Oh, that's okay. He's in Kentucky with Tree.
Hi, Bob.
Oh my
I'm good.
goodness,
Your mama's
Bob,
homestead.
B-U-B, Bob. Oh my goodness, we've been friends for years. He's got,
Wow.
you'll love his channel too. Oh my goodness, turn that volume down on that TV. Well, you gotta wait a minute. So, he is a card. I'm gonna tell you, he can get you laughing too. But he has got a great
I'll have
channel.
to check you out, Bob. Getting started on homesteading.
Getting started at homestead. If you type home, HOME, it'll drop your link.
Okay.
So, we're talking about Teresa and her garden last year. So, and then a little bit, and I'll go back into the community tab. I'll put all their links and everything. And I was just like, learning to sit there, what I did this year of putting, my focus was putting God first in the morning.
Exactly.
And I was like, the days go smoother. And what we've been doing with school in the morning is we have the Joseph Prince Cube. I mean, not Joseph, Joel Osteen. And so we do that in the morning. And it's not only reminding me, but it's teaching Anastasia, this is what God says about you. And you say what you want to say about yourself. And
Love you, sweetheart. That's so nice.
oh, he is. We love you too, bub. I'm hoping this year, every September for the last 3 or 4 years, they have a get together in Kentucky. Every year I say I'm going. I see that's a goal this year as a goal to
I
go
want to
meet
go and meet
everybody
people too.
and go
I
meet people.
Mm. I like homesteading stuff, guys. I'm really into it. I'm really into providing for the household and prepping and yeah, so I love homesteading.
Yes. So um, our goal is to start seeds.
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting that this week with you Wednesday. If y'all can't get there, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. And I know a bunch of people are live. It's okay. We all know that. And then getting the Dell to work again as major goal
Self-sufficient
is then
is
I
the
can do
way.
so many other things. Hi Baker Baker. I love it. I love that name because it makes me think of being on a walkie talkie on the CB. Yeah, Baker Baker and it's Baker Baker.
Hi, Baker Baker.
I love that.
Self-sufficient is the way.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's because right now we live in a rental or we have it's a townhouse. So yes, we do have the whole side where we can plant things and everything. So and then our goal, what my son and daughter-in-law have been working on as a goal, is to save enough money so we can at least get a house because we want a house. Now they have talked about not living in this state anymore.
Yep.
So they have just really not don't like it here. Um, Further north is what they've looked at, and oh, I know, Bub.
I
I
would
want to
love
come to
to
the
go.
Kentucky picnic so bad.
Send me a link. I would love to go. I'm from Maine, but I'll travel down. I like anything homesteading.
Oh, they have the best time at those picnics. So,
That would be awesome.
yes, and we've been looking at. So here we go with get with another Bible lesson. We're talking about ask. God said ask by asking. We want land, and we want enough land that it's enough that people are not too close to us.
Right.
I've had enough. I don't mind
I'm in
neighbors,
Kentucky.
but now I would like to have neighbors that are spread just a little bit further apart.
Right.
you know, um, we want land to, if my son wants to go hunting, if he wants to go practice, um, out with, how do I want to say it without getting myself in trouble? um, with the bullet. Well, I guess that's going to get me in trouble too. Anyway, so his own shooting range. I'm just gonna say it. If they get tagged, they get tagged. But oh, I know. I could told Anastasia we could go to every single state, and we know at least one person, probably more than one person in each state. We could go on a visit, have a place to stay every single night.
Right.
Stay there for a couple of days, move to the next one, go visit somebody else for a couple of days, and it's all over the country. It's just not here in Ohio. Every single state, we know somebody.
Missouri, Texas.
We could go up to Michigan, come back down, go up the coast, go up to Maine, come back down the coast, go zigzag through the
That's
states.
good that you know a lot of people. That's awesome.
Because I was like, if anything happened, where are you going to bug out?
Right.
Really, come on. I mean, this makes no sense whatsoever. So maybe back in the day there was, but with all the developing housing development, apartment housing development, and they making this mall and putting this mall up, I say go buy an old army base that they ain't using no more and just use that.
Right. There you go.
And my son goes, I know where you're at. I said, no, they won't. There you go, bang bang. He practiced bang bang. Well, they got Nerf guns, so we
Yes, it
practiced
is
some
what he
Nerf.
said.
We had some dart things that they,
I agree.
exactly. That's always been attacked in a way. So, we want enough land. And we said, we said 5 acres. I said, well, you know what? God said, that's big. So why 5 acres? I
That's
said, ask for
right.
10.
That's
You know,
right.
well, what about
Big.
10? I said, ask for 20.
Yep.
But,
I hear you.
back in the 40s and 50s, they had a house built, they built it with a bunker
Mm-hmm.
because of the wars. And I remember my aunt's house having a bunker in it. And it was in the city, but it had a bunker in it because of that fact. Nobody knew where it was, and she wouldn't tell nobody where it was at. And my sister and I looked for it in her house because we used to help her at nighttime because she was blind. And so we would go stay the night with her because somebody stayed the day with her. And she would never tell anybody where that bunker was at. I was like, she goes, well,
Yeah,
nobody needs to know. Nothing's going to happen now.
that's right. I get it. Like
So,
I didn't want to tell anybody where the camps were at, because that's a bug out location. I can totally understand that.
exactly. So,
I got to go in a little bit. I don't mean to cut it short,
oh no, you're fine. It's
but I'm
getting
going to give
late.
it a few more minutes.
So,
My eyes won't stay open. I'm getting tired. You know what? I have not been able to sleep in like 3 or 4 days, and I've been taking chamomile tea to try to help me, and it is helping.
that's good.
Yeah.
Been there
Been
3 years.
there years ago. I'm 35 miles south of Cincy. Cincy.
Oh, Baker, you're not too far from me.
There you go.
Come on, bus.
So it was nice meeting you all. I'm going to have to head out of here.
Alrighty. So we went over our goals and different things we're doing. Wednesday, we're having a live on Robin's channel, Godad Mountain Mama Homestead. We're going to start seeds and we'll keep everybody up to date what we're doing with the seeds. And
Prayers for you, sleep. Thank you.
And if you have big goals and you haven't gotten to them yet, that's okay. Make those little small ones. Keep at it every day. Make something that you that you know will keep you going because you know we
Start out small.
Start out small
Always good.
and everything.
Baby steps.
Exactly, baby steps.
That's right. And that's how you get big steps.
Exactly.
But dream big.
That's right. Ask God for big things.
Exactly.
So
it was nice to meet you all.
Hi, Rindo.
A lot more people are jumping in.
I know they are. If you need to go, you can.
All right, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. It was nice to meet you all. I am Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead, and Nancy's going to be on my show Wednesday at 3:30 Eastern Time, and next Sunday she'll be live on my show when we do a regular live. So I just wanted to say goodnight, everybody, and God bless, and I will talk to you guys all later.
All right, I'm still here, so Robin has gone. So we were talking about goals, and I'll see here if I can get this up. If anybody wants to come up, yeah, we would love to have somewhere that's I said 10 acres. Easy 10 acres. At least some trees around so we could have some privacy and all. And then, I would love to have a garden, start an orchard, have some fruit trees. I would like to try growing a lemon tree inside this year. That's another goal I have. And then, because Anastasia loves lemons. She can just eat anything. Yes, Captain America. That is my favorite hero. He's always been my favorite hero ever since I was little, could read comic books. Yeah, I grew up on watching Batman. Captain America was the biggest one. And then, hold on. There we go. Yes, Lisa's doing it on 2 acres. There we go. Yeah, so 2 acres you could do anything with. So, like you say, start small, go big. Yeah, that's what she does, Beth. She just she quarters it and everything. She'll just eat it like it's like an orange or something other. And she has done that since she was like 1 years old. We were at a restaurant and my son goes, she was about 6, 8 months old because she was sitting up in the high chair. Because I'm just going to see if she eats this lemon. She ate the thing. Everybody just looked at each other like, uh-oh. So she loves them. But citrus is good for you. And yes, she does go brush her teeth afterwards because I make her to because, but I don't know. They said it gets on the enamel. Well, then if that's the case, everything we eat does something to our enamel on our teeth. If that was the case, everybody wouldn't have teeth. So, uh, okay, Alfonso, but you come up. You cannot play any music, okay?
Okay. Hey, Nancy, how are you doing?
I still got a cough. So, alrighty. So, I'm fixing my phone. I have it on night mode because usually I'll go to sleep, but I'm gonna turn it off. Alrighty. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
I can't hardly hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes the
It's
levels
alright.
different for every channel.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, sometimes they tell me my levels, sound levels too low. Then some others tell me, oh, that I'm distorting.
So, do y'all still have snow?
Finally melting away. I got tired of the snow. It hurts my eyes. Like it burns. The snow.
The snow?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it will do that. So, they're calling for us to have snow next week. So,
Yeah,
just
but
wait
I
and
don't know,
see.
but the snow burns my eyes. Like it hurts. Like just to look at it, I can't even look at the snow without my with my shades.
Yeah. All right, Bob. You have a great night. Good seeing you.
And I was just, I want to talk about my goals. One of my goals is like, I'm in a new area, a new neighborhood. I just moved in November, and my goal is when I go for my walks, not to get chewed out by any neighbors for safety reasons.
Exactly. That is a great goal.
Not to get
Yeah.
chewed out.
Well, why would they say something to you?
Well, here's the thing. In my last place, when I was going for my walk, I like to walk like 3 to 6 miles normally, 4 6. I've been doing 6 miles daily on my walks, and I would do, occasionally I would do 8 to 10 miles depending on the weather. If it's not too cold, not too hot, but still. But in November, the week before I moved, out on my walk as usual. I'm going by my own merry way, and then I crossed the street, not realizing it. And now this lady comes out, and she tells me, and she says, "Sir, I need to talk to you." And I'm my gosh, I'm thinking to myself, "What did I do wrong?" She said, "Yeah." She told me, "I need to talk to you." Okay, what did I do wrong? Well, she told me, my husband was killed in a hit and run accident 5 years ago, and this and that. And the way I saw you cross that busy street, I did not like you. Scared the crap out of me. And she told me, "Don't you ever let me catch you again like that." And I'm sorry, man. I'm vision impaired and stuff like that. I don't care. White cane. But it doesn't matter. People don't pay attention. My
Night,
husband
Baker,
was
Baker.
my
Go
husband
ahead.
was killed in a hit and run. And she told me, "Don't ever let me catch you again like that."
Oh,
Because
she was looking after your safety.
yeah, oh my gosh.
Hey, well, that's a good thing that you got somebody looking out for you.
Yeah, but she told me I was gonna be in trouble next time she catches me.
She's probably an elderly lady.
Yeah, I was an older lady.
That's good.
Yeah,
So,
so
do you have any other goals?
uh, I have another goal. It's like hoping to make the 4 years anniversary at work. I've been there 3 years already
Oh, wow, that is awesome.
at Arc Thrift Store, so I'm hoping to make 4 years in
So,
May.
when would be your 4 year anniversary?
May.
Hey, that's not too far now.
Yeah.
And
So
they'll
far
be
I'm
here
doing
before you
good.
know it.
So far I'm doing so good at work. Haven't gotten into trouble. Like we have other kids with disabilities who have gotten in trouble for leaving the store by themselves and they're not supposed to. Because our company does not allow individuals with disabilities leaving the store whatsoever.
Exactly. That's a safety thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's good.
I was telling my family, I have to abide by their rules if I want to keep my job there because
Most
we,
companies have rules you have to go by anyway.
yeah, but here the thing is that our company, the company I work for, Arc Thrift Store, they're a great organization, but when it comes to protecting individual with disabilities, I work for that company. They don't play no games. I mean, they don't play no games. Your safety comes first among others. Like they'll protect you at all costs.
That's good.
Like
That's
I'm,
good for them to do that.
I mean, they don't play no games. If a customer tries to attack you, assault you, they don't put up with that. They'll kick that person out and not allow back into any of the Arc Thrift stores ever again.
Wow, that is fantastic.
I had a situation back in 2019. When I first started, the first 2 months, I got being attacked by a customer who tried to pull my ear, tried to grab my cane, and tried to grab my keys because I was too slow putting in the glass case. And two cashiers, two supervisors jumped on him, and guess what? It was over for him.
Oh yes. Oh, I understand. I don't want some people to thinking of people who are disabled or weak and they can take advantage of, but
Yeah, I
that's not
mean,
right.
they threw him out of the store, and they ended up keeping me upstairs in the break room for the remaining of my shit. I was not allowed back on the floor for the
Well,
remaining
that's
of my
good.
like. I can't even go downstairs or anything. They tell me to stay upstairs.
Right.
Like I was just starting my shift. I just getting started, and when that happened, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to stay upstairs.
Well, that's a good thing. They
Yeah,
want to keep you safe.
yeah, but they don't play no game. I mean, they don't put up with anything, any abuse, nothing like that.
Cool.
Yeah, like you know, I'm just very fortunate. The store where I work at is peaceful and calm. Like hardly you don't hear major about any major problems. How others depends what area, the metro area they're in, like Denver, Arvada, West Colfax. It depends. West Ministers. Some areas are pretty bad shape,
Yeah,
and
that's in every state. Every city has a bad area.
bad area. Yeah, it just oh my gosh, like there's one bad area where there's an art thrift store, and I heard horrible, horrible stories where we had one guy went in and set this girl who's disabled, set her hair on fire,
I don't
and
understand why people do that.
that happened years ago, and apparently that girl they had to transfer her to another store, and she been there over 10 years in that same store,
Wow.
and it took an emotional toll on her that she had to quit.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, because she would have to change stores. She didn't want to do that because she didn't want to leave her friends, but the company prefers safety over what you want. Like you could you could be there for 10, 20, 15 years.
Wow.
So something major happened to you in one of the stores, that's it. They're moving you around. And I'm just
That's a
lucky. I'm just lucky it only happened to me once.
no, that's God protecting you.
Yeah, like,
He protects us all. So,
yeah,
and we say, stuff does happen, even though it happened, he was still protecting her to where she didn't get harmed further than what she did.
yeah, yeah, because, when after they moved her to another store, things didn't go well. She was just, wasn't herself anymore, that she was missing everybody at her old place, and that was it for her. So that she just decided to quit.
Right. What other goals do you have?
Um, one of my goals is trying to save some money to get a real nice guitar, a better instrument
Ooh,
for recording.
there you go. That's a good goal.
Yeah, but that's so expensive too.
So, are you looking at a new one or a used one?
It doesn't really matter if it's new or used, as long as like it's playable.
Right. Well, that's good. That's something we can pray about.
Yeah, like a good guitar, a good banjo. Like I just got a mandolin last week. My coworker gave me his 100-year-old mandolin,
Wow.
the Neapolitan Bulkback Taterbuck mandolin from
Mm-hmm.
Italy, 100 years old, and they play
Oh
beautifully.
my goodness.
And oh my gosh! And I started playing it, and I picked it up right away. It's the first time. The first time I played it, I didn't know how to. I didn't think I would be able to play that thing, but I just looked up the chord charts, and that was easy.
Oh wow, that's cool. Did you do a video about it?
Yeah,
I think I saw a video. And sometimes I don't get to comment. I'll watch and give a thumbs up, and I'll comment, try to comment at least one or two videos or something or other. But then you know, you got it will run and everything. Good night, Beth.
and not only that, how do you deal with inappropriate comments? How do you deal with that? Because sometimes I get inappropriate comments and all that
Hmm.
that are too extreme.
So far so good. Nobody. I haven't come across any of anybody trying to start anything, but I don't put up with it either.
Yeah,
So there will be a no go.
delete it. Whatever if it comes up.
Exactly. We have a goal. We do have a goal to buy a cabin home with a little space to grow, raise food, and see wildlife. Awesome, Joy. Yes. You know, like I said, I was want somewhere that we can have a garden, um, grow some trees, maybe an orchard, and then definitely have chickens. We've said we want chickens. So
I wish I could. Hoping my goal is to have a garden this year again. I know I just moved, so last year I couldn't have it because we were in the process of moving some of the house. But now that we moved to a bigger house, we bought a new place. But I'm hoping that I could have my garden if the HOA allows it and all that. The city allows it.
well, in the city, you should be able to grow food. I mean, put it in a container. I live in the city. We have a container garden that we
Yeah,
grow food
I
in.
bought like stock tanks from Target USA. Like I bought four of them. They're like about $100 each.
Mm-hmm.
Big
Cool.
24-inch diameter stock tank, and they worked out pretty well for my garden
Awesome. So
because you
there
don't
you
get
go.
weed. Yeah, you don't get weeds as much as you normally do.
Uh,
However, you do want to keep an eye that you don't get any mushrooms. You do want to keep an eye on that because
yeah,
make sure you don't get any mushrooms.
exactly.
Because mushroom could be poisonous from what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Joyce said they put out a new solar trail cam because oh, that's interesting. That trail cam picks up so many different things. It- Especially the wildlife, but you never know what you might see on there sometimes.
I'm gonna show you my little chicken coop I have.
Oh, I like your chicken coop in your farm.
My miniature scale version.
There you go.
Be-
See?
be- Because I live in the city. I can't really have the stuff.
Hmm.
I can have the scale models of it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I can have the scale, but not can't since I can't have the real thing. Let me see what else I got on my farm here.
Oh, that is awesome, Joy. I was in your, I was there watching. I was like, back and forth to different things. But that was so cool. That was a great birthday.
See,
Oh, look at that one.
because usually I'd like to have like a model train layout, have the train running
Uh
around
huh.
it. So that's what I have going so far.
Awesome.
Yeah, let me see what else I got because I don't have my green screen covering on my.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So, like this week we was talking about goals and everything. Um, you know, my thing, I'll make that goal. I have, all right, tomorrow this is what I'm going to do. Gotta get up the next day. It's like, oh, well, I feel like doing it. So, one of my other goals is trying to get, um, I can't take the Celebrex and I can't take Motrin, especially if it's in the gel cap or in the capsule, because um, I've learned that the gel or the capsule is made from, well, gelatin is made from pig skin, but they also use other meat products or beef, cow, pig, whatever, to make the gel for your gelatin and the capsules and everything. So since they do that, I can't have a lot of that. I have to research it and see what it is. So that's something for everybody. If you take, it's like if you take, I say like liquid Advil, that gel cap that has the liquid in it, that can be made from anything, any animal. So if you have an allergy to a certain product and you take that gel capsule, look for signs. If all of a sudden you're not feeling better, or you start to cough, you have a cough, or something else going on, start writing down. That's a goal. Start writing down, all right, what did I have today? This is the reaction I'm having now. So what did I have today? And write it all down. It's a process of elimination because I was like taking that Motrin, I hurt, my hip
You know, one
hurt.
of my major goals I've been working on for the past 4 years, or going on 5 years living in Colorado, that I have to get fully adjusted living up here
Mm-hmm.
after moving from New Mexico.
Oh yes.
From an abrupt change, like I don't know if I think I told you that before, the way I got brought up, right, to Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still working on that, getting adjusted. Been gone through counseling and all that too.
Oh yes, definitely. Now that'd be cool to see, Joy. So, you know, that could be somebody's goal. If you're eating something and all of a sudden a few hours later you're not feeling good or whatever, or later that night, start writing down what you ate throughout the day and then, see what's going on. Um, like I said, that's my goal for tomorrow is to get some canning done. Now tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow I might get to it, I may not. So what I started doing was goes down for the week because one day I wake up and it's like I'm really hurting really bad, or my hip is really hurting bad where I can't stand up. Then I know, oh, I have this goal for the week. So today is not a good day, but then maybe tomorrow, and I'll get myself to where I know I need to do something to get this done. So I'm excited to see bears and other animals in the area. Oh yeah, that'd be so cool.
I want to share. There's an app that if you that you can earn points to redeem gift cards
Oh,
for the
okay.
catwalk, and out
Yeah.
from the Catad Cookie Mama, the height. found out about it, and I redeemed a $5 gift card twice from Amazon
Oh, sweet. That
for my
is good.
walks. Yeah. However, there's been some changes now that you can only get 100 points daily max.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people were doing it.
Yeah. Like they just recently made a change. Before there was no limit how much you could earn, but now there's like
Oh,
100,
yeah.
100 points max, like 10,000 steps maximum.
Oh, I know people who walk more than that in a day.
Yeah. When I went on my walks, I did like 6 miles, and jeez, that was more than 10,000 steps basically.
Oh, yes, it
So
is.
exceeded that maximum points limit per day.
Yeah, and there was one goal that I did a couple years ago. I was getting myself back to, my hip gave out, and then I was building it back up, and had reached where I could get 3,000 steps in a day. And then when my hip did what it did again last year, it was like, oh no, I barely get like 500 steps in a day now. And it's not because I don't want to, it's
Yeah.
because reality, I can't. That was one goal, just to accept my physical limitations.
Right.
You deny it for so long because, you know, this is
Even when
not
I
going
was
to,
in high school, when I lived with my parents, 20 years ago, it's been over 20 years, but throughout my school years, my parents were denied that I had to have a forced to deny that I'm blind and all that because I've been blind since birth. I didn't know, I didn't really know, but until 10 years ago, I was working for one small company, cleaning the office, and they told me that they needed to talk to me, because what did I do wrong? No, I thought I was in trouble, but no, they told me there was some serious concern with my vision and all that, because they said I was knocking things down, kicking over things, and they said I needed to have a cane.
yeah. Oh, yes.
And when I got tested, that they told me that I have like 10-degree visual field, corrective vision was 5/400.
Oh my goodness.
Like I can only see the first letter on the chart within 5 feet. And growing up, I was forced to read beyond that. Like, and there was no way, like, just make up a letter just to make the doctor happy.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've been there too. Yeah, yeah. Just
When we were
because
little,
they think,
you put to make up a letter just to make the doctor happy,
I know, that's the doctor you don't need to go back and see again.
no, I was doing that many years ago. Just you can't see the next
Sorry.
the letter below the next on the line. Just make up whatever you see.
I know. So I asked Joy, I push myself past what my body wants to do. Other times my hubby does what I cannot do at this time. I understand because when we do our Sunday lives in the morning, that's why I'm up. And, hold on, baby. I sit and then I stand. I sit and I stand. But you'll see it from my face if I'm hurt or not. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Double tapped it. So you can talk. You could have been talking to everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Hi.
but
Yeah, like I said, it's so many, like, like with the goals and stuff like that. You know, when I first started walking during the pandemic, I was doing like 1 or 2 miles a day. And then as time progressed, and I started 3 miles, 3 or 4 miles, and then up to 6 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles. Once I hit the 10 miles, then that really got me. But then once I started doing the 4 or 5 miles, 6 miles, I realized I've been going through a pair of shoes every 2 months,
oh yes. Well,
wearing
they don't
them.
make shoes like they used to.
No,
No, because they were losing money, so they make them cheap, some expensive, so we had to buy them again.
yeah. So I would spend like $60, $70 on a pair of shoes every time I wear those suckers down.
Yep. So I was like, nope, I just buy me the cheapest I can get because in 2 months or so I'll be buying some more. So
And my friend said, "Well, you need to cut back on your walking because you're really wearing down your shoe and you don't have that much on your budget to be spending."
exactly.
Yeah, so I really have to cut back from 8 miles to 6.
You still get your walk in. You
Yeah,
get your steps in when you're working.
yeah, yeah. When I work at the store, yeah, I still get my steps.
There you go.
Yeah, because I'm pulling stuff off the racks, taking them to the back.
Huh. I will want to do a couple more minutes. At 11:30, I'm gonna go ahead and end at 11:30.
Okay.
But yeah, um, goals are a great thing to have. Whether you have big goals or little goals,
Yeah, doesn't
everyday
matter what
goals.
size goals you had, as long as you can meet them.
Long goals or short goals?
Yeah, so like I said, those are my goals. Out of my right now, my number one goal is not to get chewed out.
Anastasia said long goals and short goals. So,
Smart goals and dumb goals.
oh goodness, she's so funny. Um,
Yeah, so I'm just focused on my goals. When I go for my walks, just be extremely careful how I cross the streets and all that. But thankfully,
that's
where I
right.
live now, it's much easier, no traffic. So
That's good.
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and say a prayer, and then after that, it'll probably be time to close. But I'm gonna go ahead and say a prayer.
Hang on.
What? All right. Dear Lord, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for the wonderful times we had with friends that are able to come in and see friends we haven't seen in a long time. We thank you for people who've been up on panel and that you just cover all of us and keep us safe. We thank you for our health and safety, provision, and protection that you give us every day. May we be blessed with the blessings of Father Abraham that you've extended him through us, through our Lord Jesus Christ, who is our Lord and Savior, that he is more than enough and that we can come to him for everything. And he tells us we have not because we ask not. To have that little mustard seed of faith to ask for big things because you're a big God. We thank you for everything you've given to us, the food that we have and the food that we're going to grow this year, and the places we get to go and people we get to meet. And thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Amen. So, everybody have a wonderful week. Y'all stay safe. God bless. We love y'all. And we'll see you next time
All right.
on our trip home.
The video's over. Goodbye.
So, y'all have a good night. And we'll see y'all later.
All right.
Because this thing takes a few seconds after I say end broadcast.